my loves. Today I'm going to share with you a pack that I've made for my 3-year-old and some of his friends at kindergarten to help work on some preschool skills with them. This is what it looks like. It's just got a few different activities in them, so I will go through each of them and explain to you what I'm going to do with them. The reason that I've made it is because like I said, I've got a 3-year-old and he is just about to start kindergarten, and there are some really simple things that we can do at home to support our children as they transition into school. Really basic fine motor things, being able to recognize their name, even being able to hold scissors and how we, number one, walk with scissors safely, number two, how we hold scissors in our hand, how we use them, some foundational writing skills. So I put together a little pack for them, and I wanted to share with you what was in here in case there were any other mamas that wanted to do this with their children in the next year, or if there are any other kindergarten teachers that might see this and use it in their own classroom as well. So first up, we have just a name on a card. We're going to use a whiteboard marker because I've laminated this just to practice writing. I really like this one because it's in the pre-writing font. It's not just written on there in block lines, so they can practice tracing over the top. All of the paper resources, well, pretty much all of the resources that I have in this pack come from a website that I subscribe to as an educator called Top Teacher. If you are an educator, particularly in Australia, I would really suggest going and having a look at their website. They have tons of resources, digital resources, printable resources, classroom decoration stuff. It's absolutely amazing. I've subscribed to it. This is my 2nd year now, and I use it all the time in my classroom, but obviously I decided to use it just this time for the little packs for the children. I will put a link down in the description box if that's something you want to look into. Not affiliated with me or anything in any way, but I just am really impressed with the website, and I use it every day in the classroom, so I would definitely suggest if you're an educator to go and have a look. Keeping along the drawing trend, I also had these from my classroom. I got this one from Temu, but you can get them from tons of places, and they're really cool. So the kids in prep absolutely loved these. We did a lot of writing words on them, writing CVC words, you're looking at the picture, writing the word, all those kind of things, but obviously they just write their name on it, and then you can press the button and it gets rid of it, and it looks like an iPad tablet. So what 6-year-old does not love those? So we're going to use that with my 3-year-old, and alongside that I also got these little alphabet cards printed out. So with my son at the moment, we went overseas at the start of the year, and he had been doing some reading eggs, so I was trying to keep him busy on the plane, and within the reading eggs it will ping up and it will say a letter. So like, oh, this is the letter S. S makes the S sound. Like a whole big thing, but he is so excited and so happy and so just wanting to learn more about it. Like, he just keeps picking up things and saying, "Mummy, what letter's this? What letter's this?" We were doing stamps the other day, and he's stamping them all, and he's saying, "Mummy, this is S, it makes S. This is A, it makes A." They're the only two that he knows, but we're working on it. But I really liked these because they can use the bingo dot markers. So I just went and grabbed some again, just from the reject shop, our local cheapy shop. And he can use the bingo dot markers. He can dot on it, and as he's doing that, we can just have a talk. Oh, look, this is the letter A. It makes A. Sometimes it says A. Just play back and forth with him, and then he can have a go at practicing writing it on the writing tablet, which I think he will really enjoy. My biggest goal for him at the moment is just to keep him excited. It's not about me sitting him down and saying, you need to learn these things. That's what school is for. I just want him to be excited about learning, and you can see their little faces light up when he held up the S yesterday and he said, "Mommy, this is S, it's S." And I said, "Yeah, that's great, buddy, great job, it does say S. Can you find another one? Can you find A? Can you find A?" I really just want him to be excited about learning, and that's kind of what inspired me to make these for his little friends as well. Yeah. Next up is cutting skills. I just went and grabbed these again from Reject Shop, the cheapy shop. I know that some people will tell you to get the plastic scissors. My only thing with that is, as soon as they get to school, they're going to give them scissors with blades on them. because the other one, they just don't cut. They just don't. So I've just decided I'm just going to give them these, and we'll just teach him how to walk safely with them, cut safely with them, and I'll always be next to him when he's using them, obviously. I don't really see the point in using the plastic ones to start with. So we're just going to go with these. So I've just printed out a couple of activities. Could write the snowman, cut the snowman out, and then I really like these scissor skills worksheets. There's a few different versions of it, and I think that he'll love that because they love cutting up paper and making a mess. So I think he'll just cut the paper and then it'll just go everywhere, and he'll think that that's super funny. So I thought we would try those. And then I also got these, which is a copy of the pattern. So we can trace it. I laminated some so that we can use a whiteboard marker to trace over some, and then obviously we've got some that he can either cut or use as a pencil. Just real basic, really simple patterning, and this is really good for pre-writing. This is all of the stuff that they do at the beginning of prep to get them ready to hold a pencil and actually to form letters properly. So I thought if we started doing it now a little bit earlier, it would really help him in the long run once he gets to school. And then alongside that, another good one is tweezers. Obviously I had these from school, so I've just brought them home, and they're really, really good for fine motor, for pre-writing. At the moment, James really likes going outside and picking up things in the garden. He's found some bugs, he's found some leaves, some rocks, and he just goes out, picks them up. We put them in a little basket, and I think there's a little basket somewhere lying around with all the little bits in. But they just enjoy the feeling of, you know, being able to pick something up. It's really satisfying for them, and they don't even realize that they're working on their pre-writing skills while they're doing that. So last but not least, Play-Doh. Now, the one from Kmart's really good. This is just the Anko dough. And then obviously we like the original Play-Doh, but I've just printed out these mats. Make a spider on the spider web, and then I backed it up with make a bug on the leaf. And they can just obviously play and manipulate the Play-Doh, which is again, really good for their fine motor. So those are some things that I'm going to be doing with my son in the next year to hopefully get him ready for school in 2026. There are a lot of other life skill things that I'm going to be doing with him. So if you'd like a video on that, things like remembering to tie his shoelaces, things like making sure that he closes the door when he goes to the toilet, because that's a big thing, especially because at daycare they don't have doors on their toilets, so I don't want him to be getting stuck in there. Things like how to close your lunchbox, how to tie your shoes, how to put on your jumper, all of those little life skills that are really, really hard for them when they first start prep, especially transitioning from daycare, or if they've never been to daycare as well, just being that little bit more independent. So if you want a longer video explaining how I'm going to do those things with him, pop it in the comment box down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you find this content interesting, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend with your children.